Hello everybody, it's Miss Duffy, and today we're going to be encoding with Unit 4, Week 5 words. They are soft C and soft G. So on this card you'll see that CE can make a combination that says S, and CI can make a combination that says S. And here's one more for you. CY can also make that combination. You don't have it in this week, but I wanted to tell you because you might encounter it. There's another pattern that's going to make a soft sound, and that's GY and GI. They both say J in that combination, and I'll show you what I mean. So the first thing I always want you to do is to practice reading these words many, many times. If you can read them, then you can write them. So read them with me. Pounce, placed, dice, cents, price, space, mice, office. They all have CE in them somewhere. And these words have GE or GI saying J. Listen for it. Wait, read the word. Wage, age, gyms, giant, changes, message, pages. And I covered up the other words because those are review words. Okay, let's get started with pounce. If you don't have a dot and jot, just get a blank piece of paper and put the dots down for the sound you hear in the word to map it out. Pounce is P. Ounce. P is a P. That's easy. You already know that one. Ow is a diphthong that moves in two parts of your mouth. Listen. Ow. So you might want to memorize that part by heart. It's a vowel team. P. Own. That's easy. You know N. And S is not an S, it's a C-E. And that's what E's job is right now. He's making the C a soft C, we say. So to pounce on something is to jump upon it, like a cat might pounce on a toy. This word is placed, and it has that ED ending on it. I'm gonna cut off that D and just write the word place, because I always wanna write the base word and then make any changes to make it past tense. So here's place. Place. Well, there's my blend. Do you hear it? PL, that's easy. A, I can hear that. That's long vowel. And S, that's C. And there's an E making the C soft. Now, teacher's going to read a sentence that has past tense. She's going to say placed, like we placed the plates and cups on the table for dinner. And that means I have to change it to past tense. That means I drop this E and add ED. I don't sound out my suffix, I just write it. So you would just write that straight through, knowing that you're crossing out the E and adding ED. The next word is dice, like in a game. Dice is D-I-C. If this gives you trouble, make sure you're writing it correctly. Starts like a C, draw a line down, makes a D. D start right here. I, that's long I, S. Now this E has two jobs. He's going to make the I a long vowel, and he's also going to make the C a soft C, dice. And the next word is sense, and again it has a suffix, so I'm going to cut that suffix off and just write scent. And I can hear all of those sounds. S, Here's my blend, 2 letters, 2 sounds. Here's my short vowel sound, because it's a closed syllable, and the C-E combination is making a soft sound. The next word is price. There's my blend. You already know those. You don't have to memorize them. I, long vowel I hear it. S. Can you tell me what this is doing? Yes, it's making a long vowel I sound, and the E has another job. He's making the C soft. So we get an S sound there. What is the price of admission? Okay, I'm gonna erase those, and we're gonna go to space. Space. there's my blend. That's easy. You can hear that. You don't have to spend any time worrying about that or studying it this week. Space is sp, a, long A, s. There's your soft C. And the next word is mice, ice. This only has 3 sounds. I, that's a long vowel I, s. So when I hear s, and I know there's a long vowel I, this would be mick if it was just this syllable. So I know I have to put this E on the same spot with the C because I don't hear him. He's not an extra sound. And I also know that the vowel consonant E is making that long vowel sound. See how easy it is when you understand why it's happening? The next word is office, and that's 2 syllables. Watch me pound it. Office. So I'm going to write off. That's the first syllable. That only has 2 sounds. So that's my O. Off. This is like the floss roll here. Not like the floss roll. It is the floss roll. There's 2 F's making 1 sound, and off is. So it's going to be I, S, and there it is. The C-E combination. You might want to memorize that part. This was your syllable. Off is making that S sound at the end. The next word is wage. W-A-G. W is the W. A, long A, J. G-E. There's your J sounds like, or G sounds like a J sound, like juice, wage. A wage is your pay. That's how much you earn for doing your work. And the next word is age, age, long vowel A. J is G-E because, again, you want that J sound, age. I'm going to erase these. And we'll go to gyms. It has a suffix, so I'm going to cut that off and just write gym. J is G. I is going to be the Y. Now this Y is making the J, or the G, with a J sound. J-im. And then teacher is going to give you a sentence. We are going to the gyms after recess to play some ball. Gyms. So there's your multiple, your suffix S. The next word is giant. Gi-ant. Wow, that has 5 phonemes, but you can write them if you just slowly sound that out. Giant is J, sounds like a J, but it's really a G because of this I here. J-I-A-N-T is my blend, and I can hear each of those sounds, so they each get a dot, their own space box to write in. And the next word is changes, and it has 2 syllables, changes. So I'm going to write change first. Ch-a-n-j. Ch is a digraph. That's 2 letters, 1 sound. Ch. A. It's a long vowel A, which is different from what this usually would say because it's followed by a consonant. Change. Change as. So it's the ES that's making this 2 syllables. This E is making the G. It would have been here, right? Here's change, but I had to take that off and write it here because it was my suffix. When we add a suffix with a vowel, we take off the ending vowel. So it's changes. And that's why you can hear this G saying a J sound. The next word is message. So here's mess, M-S, S. Now I only hear 1 S. That's the floss roll as well. Mess, there's the first syllable, edge. So it's A and then G-E, message, because you want to have 2 syllables here. And this E is making the G say J. You might want to memorize this because if you tried to sound it out, it sounds like a different vowel. So just put a little heart over that and know that's the only part that you have to memorize. Maybe this part too, because you are remembering that this is a floss roll because it's the end of a syllable. And the last word is pages. P-A-J. That's the base word, page. P-A, long A, J. Sounds like a G, but it's really, or it sounds like a J, but it's really G-E, page, es. So we would cross out that one and put it over here as the suffix, pages. And that is encoding for Unit 4, Week 5 with soft C and soft G.